Good evening and welcome to all of our viewers on tonight's program. The first person we'll be having on the show tonight is Ivan Ilyich. So Ivan, as you know, your wife of nearly 20 years, Praskoiva Fedorova, will be on the show tonight. And I'd just like to start off with a question about you two and asking, are you happy with your marriage?
You know, Kirk. They call you Kirk.
So you may call me whatever you need to.
You know, Kirk. When I first got married, I really only looked at the positives of marriage, how it could benefit me and my status. But as time grew on, I realized that the negatives greatly outweigh the positives, especially lately.
I see. And would you say that you rushed into your marriage and you weren't ready for it?
I guess you could say I wasn't ready for it, but I, wanted to get married so people would think higher of me. You know, everyone respects a married family man.
It's very true. It's very true. Next, I'd like to ask someone who's been in the business world as long as you have. Do you think you're successful?
Successful. Yes, Kirk. I would say I am successful. I have a high position in society. I have a lot of high-ranking friends. People look up to me as like sort of the superior, and I work hard, make a lot of money.
I guess that is a little success.
Yep.
Next up, this one, similar to the last one, but it's a broader topic. Would you say you lived a full life?
You know, Kirk. Earlier in my days when I was healthy, I had a corrupt mind. I wasn't thinking clearly. I thought I was living a full life. I had a family. Was making a lot of money. But as in my ailing state, I've started to realize that I may not have lived a full life. You know, may not have looked at the broader picture. You know, why God put us on this earth.
It's a very good point. So, what does it mean for you to live a good life versus then and before and now?
Well, before, I thought it was all about success as a worker and gaining a lot of money, having a lot of friends, high-ranking friends, elite friends, but never really thought about the actual relationships I have with those people. Are they really my friends? Do they really care about me? Do I really care about them? You know?
That's a good point. So, this is my final question to you. Would you still marry your wife over again?
Kirk, I hate to say it, but I don't think I would marry my wife over again. I'd probably wait a little longer, find out if I truly loved her. If not, I'd move on and just keep looking for my true love, the lady that I actually love, that actually brings me happiness.
Aren't we all? Well, sir, thank you for being on tonight's program. It's been an honor.
Absolutely. It always is. It always will be.
Always will be. We'll be back after this short commercial break.
Hello. This dog has been beaten, bruised, and neglected more than you could ever imagine. For just 10 cents a day, you could bring some joy to this pathetic dog's life.
Welcome back to tonight's show after that wonderful commercial. Next up on our show will be Praskoiva Fedorova. So, as you know, Ivan, your husband, has already been on the show. And this question really correlates between you two. I want to know, do you still love Ivan, or are you just tolerating him? And please elaborate on why you feel the way you do on this matter.
In the beginning of our marriage, we really did love each other, but it's been a long time since I've ever felt that way to Ivan. But I do have to tolerate him because he supports me and my children. It is also looked down upon if you get divorced in this society, and I could never sing down that low.
Very good. How or who do do you blame for Ivan's recent injury?
I really do blame Ivan for his injury because everything that has happened to him, he brought on himself. Also, I think Ivan is just trying to cause me to suffer more because his injury is actually worse on me than it is Ivan. I have to take care of him the whole time, and he's always moody and he's always screaming at me. And I don't know how I got through it, honestly, this far.
So you're saying that Ivan's been more of a burden to you than anything else?
Very much.
I'm sorry to hear that. How has your marriage progressed over the years? I mean, well, it's been almost 20 now, hasn't it?
Indeed. In the beginning, Ivan and I really did love each other, but as our marriage went on, it got worse and worse. We can't even sit down now without yelling at each other. So the only time that we actually are with each other is when we have people over.
Yes. On that matter of having people over, why does it seem that you and Ivan act differently towards each other whenever there are people over versus when you're alone together?
I believe Ivan is just nice to me when people are over because it keeps his reputation looking good in front of his elite friends. Also, as long as we are talking to other people and not each other, then we aren't able to fight. But any reason not to have to talk to Ivan works for me.
It's very sad to hear. I'm sorry. What do you truly care about in life and hope to get out of life?
I care about being able to live an easy lifestyle. I don't want to have to ever worry about money, but I want to be able to afford all the nice things I want in life. Also, I want to not have to deal with anybody fighting with me or yelling at me without reason, as Ivan unfortunately does.
I'm very sorry to hear that, but that's all the time left we have in our show. Thank you for coming on. It's
Thank
been
you.
a pleasure, and I hope that you and Ivan's relationship gets better.
Thank you.